Super Smash Bros. Is one of the biggest games of all time, one unlike any other, bringing in a cast of beloved characters to beat each other up. But over the years, it's developed to be something so much more than that. It has become a community of all different types of fans. Zelda fans, Pokemon fans, Mario fans, all of them come to this game and admire it. Of course, people love this game so much for not only the gameplay, but the characters involved. So I decided to make a list of my favorite of those characters in each game. This is not a list of my mains. Some of my mains are on this list because I play with them the most. This is more of a list of characters which are the most fun, which are the most realistic when it comes to their characteristics, and which ones I think are just the most unique. This is a list of all characters, from the original to the DLC, so let's get into it.
Sonic's the name, speed's my game.
When it comes to Sonic, it has a bad reputation with gamers nowadays because people often feel let down or disappointed with the outcome of his games. But when it comes down to Sonic for me, I always liked his character, but his games were never really my type of games. I like to explore and really get engrossed and take my time, when Sonic always wanted to go fast and zip through this world, when I just wanted to stop and look at it. I think the last game I played of Sonic and actually beaten was Unleashed or Generations. I honestly can't remember, but I did have a lot of fun with them, and that fun transitions into Sonic's character for me. So if you don't know by now about Sonic's history, basically they had to have him in towards the end of Brawl's production. So instead of making a really grounded moveset for Sonic, they put him in a ball for most of his moves and stole a lot of moves for other characters. But that doesn't mean that Sonic isn't unique, and that doesn't mean that he's a clone. He's still really fast, has some own moves of his own, and is just a lot of fun to play with when you're zipping around the stage, not getting caught by your other enemies. But he doesn't make that up with his power and defense. Whenever I play for fun in Super Smash Bros., I usually pick Sonic, because I know that I'm going to have a good time when I'm playing with Sonic. But when it came down to it, I would never actually pick Sonic in a competitive match. Diddy Kong is usually hated by the Super Smash Bros. Fans for being too spammy, for being too good, and definitely the banana peel. I do not like that at all, but Diddy Kong's playstyle, its animations, and pretty much everything about him just really screams Smash Bros. And represents Donkey Kong really well. Like when his eyes pop out of his head, or when the nut gun explodes in his face, and his whole face turns into ash. That's really cool, and it's a great attention to detail. They did a really good job with Diddy Kong, his moveset, and pretty much everything about him other than his banana peel, which I don't like. Even though they decreased the amount of banana peels you can have, I still don't like the banana peel at all. But other than that, Diddy Kong is a pretty cool character, and he's number 9. If you've never played Kid Icarus Uprising, you really should, because it's one of the best games that the 3DS has to offer. That's mostly because of how well Sakurai developed Pit from what he used to be back in the 8-bit era to now. He pretty much redefined his character, and he did a really good job of bringing that character that he made on the DS and bring him into Smash Bros. They really feel like the same character. Like, for example, there are a lot of characters that really feel different from how they are in their games. Like, a lot of characters do feel different, but Pit just has some kind of charm to him that he just really works well in Super Smash Bros. When he throws out comments, and his voice is really distinct too, and Sakurai pretty much made that character. And I really like his playstyle too. His neutral air and pretty much all his air attacks are really fun to use when he spins the blade, so I always like that about him. Going to retro characters, you can't get more OG than Mr. Game & Watch, the very first Nintendo character, which I think is correct, because he was on the Game & Watch, which was before Pac-Man, I think, or they were in the same year. Either way, Mr. Game & Watch is a true feat to how creative the team is. That is something really special, that they were able to make a character out of something that didn't even really have that much of a grounded playstyle. I'll never forget Mr. Game & Watch back in 2005 or 2007 when I was over at my friend's house that I hadn't seen since this night, and he had Mr. Game & Watch on his Melee game and I hadn't unlocked him yet. And I thought that was really cool because I had no idea who this character was or what he was to begin with. So seeing Mr. Game & Watch in-game, that was really special to me, especially since I had no idea what it was. That was the kind of excitement that I got for seeing a new character in Smash that I had no idea about. And you just don't get that anymore with leaks and just pretty much games showing everything right off the bat. So he's really special.
Backslash! I'm really feeling it!
The day that Shulk was revealed was a pretty big moment in the anticipation for Super Smash Bros. Because he basically revealed that the leaks were true. That was something I was upset about because I wasn't going to be shocked or excited when I saw the new silhouettes of a character when I unlocked them, which I wish didn't happen. You know, leaks really ruin everything. The new Alola Dex was just leaked, which is a shame because I wanted to encounter a new Pokemon on my own, but back on Shulk, such a great character, and I'm surprised he's not used that much in competitive play because he has a really unique aspect when he can change his Monado arts, basically just have a superpower whenever he wants at will, which is something that hasn't really been done before in Super Smash Bros., which was a great addition to actually see. Even without the Monado arts, Shulk is still a really fun character to use because he has Monado Blade, which has some kind of light energy that comes out of it, and it looks really cool. Shulk's playstyle actually made me go and buy Xenoblade Chronicles for my 3DS, which I enjoyed, but I never really got past 10 hours because I got stuck. I don't really think that's the game for me, even though I really do like to explore open world games. Now, because that happened with me, I'm sure that happened with a lot of other people. Being introduced to a new series that isn't that well known because a character is in Super Smash Bros. And that's a really great thing to do with Super Smash Bros. They did it with Marth, I think they did it with Earthbound, and they also did it with Xenoblade, so I'm glad that it's getting some recognition.
This こんな日が来るとは思わなかったな。
When Cloud was revealed, that was truly an exciting moment for me because earlier they had talked about Square Enix collaborating, and then I hear this music that kind of sounded like Dearly Beloved. It was Cloud. and which is really exciting because Cloud is in Kingdom Hearts, but he's not a Kingdom Hearts character. I still wish Sora was in Smash. Now, one of the things Cloud did for me was just make my hopes higher for Sora, which I really wish would have happened maybe in the next game, if there even is a next Super Smash Bros. But I would really love Sora in. Anyway, back on Cloud. Cloud really made me enjoy Smash again. It really got me out of the rut. I hadn't played it in a long time, and playing as Cloud really made me enjoy the game a lot more. His playstyle is so much fun to use, especially since they made a character that is basically static unless you tell him to use a move because it's turn-based, and they made him react to real-time gameplay, which was really unique and special to see, especially since Smash Bros. Is really well at doing this a lot. Of course, Sora's not in, so I'm just going to use the outfit he wore in Kingdom Hearts 2 from Advent Children and keep playing Cloud because he's a great character. Lucas was pretty much one of my mains in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, back when I had no idea how the game worked, and whenever I pulled off a neutral air by accident, I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. But Lucas, now that he's back, is so much more fun, especially since I actually know how to play the game and to use his combos, which he has a lot of great combos, especially his back air and his up special. I have only pulled off a couple of Lucas's really cool spikes. I do not have any of that footage. But whenever I actually pull that off, it's one of the coolest things in the world. When I saw the leaks for Super Smash Bros. The 3DS, I was really upset that Lucas wasn't in it, because he was one of my favorite characters from Brawl. So I'm really happy he's back. Now, one thing I would really like is Mother 3 to be localized. Now, I know everybody wants Mother 3 to be localized, but me, myself, I like to play the characters that I main. I like to play their games if I haven't played them yet. So if I got to play Mother 3, that would be really cool to me, especially since I've been playing a lot of Earthbound, and I like it a lot. Maybe one day we'll see Mother 3 on our screens, but I don't know if that day's anytime soon. Pikachu is definitely one of my favorite characters. I've always enjoyed his gameplay, and he's always been such a great representation of the Pokemon franchise in Super Smash Bros. They kind of made him his own character, but also made him really unique and special. Now, I also put Pichu on this list, as you can see, because I really like Pichu, not only as a Pokemon, but also as a character. I've always been fond of clones. I know people don't, but really they don't take up that much time to make. And it's a different character, so who even cares that much? It's not taking up slots, especially with Dark Pit and Pit. It didn't even take up that much time to develop each separate character. The only problem with Pichu is that he hurts himself in the gameplay, which is a problem, but just the fact that Pichu was actually in Melee is just such a cool idea to me, especially since he never came back. Now, I always want all the veterans to come back, but I think Pichu should stay in Melee as a sort of special thing about the game. Now, I know the game is very special, but Pichu is Melee's thing. So, Pikachu and Pichu, definitely great characters. I've always enjoyed their gameplay, and they've always made it really unique to play. For a while, Toon Link wasn't just my favorite Super Smash Bros. Character. He was my favorite Nintendo character. Other than the Pokemon, we're not going to count them, But Toon Link was always one of my favorite characters. I remember in 2014 and 2015, pretty much everything was Wind Waker when I first got my Wii U. The first game I got on my Wii U was Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, and it is my favorite Zelda game. Toon Link is such a great character, and he really reminds me of my own art style, which I like to draw very cartoony stuff. And the world Toon Link inhabits really is special. It just feels so cool to roam around it. They really did a good job translating this character into Super Smash Bros., giving him a really fun and fast playstyle, completely different from Link. I wouldn't even say that they're a clone character. I would say that they're different, but they have the same name. I think Marth, or one of the Fire Emblem characters, are more similar to Link than Toon Link is similar to Link. But anyway, back in 2014, Toon Link was my favorite character and my Smash Bros. Main. But I've recently found a different character. Now we'll get to that in a couple of seconds. But just know that Toon Link is still probably my favorite Nintendo character, and I've always grown to liken to him, especially since he's so goofy and fun.
Join Smash!
I bet no one really would have expected this because it's kind of out of the blue, but my liking to Corrin and its games both intertwine. Corrin was first revealed back then. When he was first revealed, I didn't really care about him that much, but when I got him, I really liked his playstyle, which made me get the game Birthright. And once I played Birthright, I started to like the character more, and once I played him in Smash, I started to like the character more. They both intertwined to make one great favorite character. The funny thing is, I never really liked Fire Emblem games. I played Fire Emblem Awakening, but it was never really my cup of tea. I liked it, but it wasn't really my thing. But Birthright, there's something different about Birthright that just made it so much fun. I don't know if it was just easier because Ryoma was like the best and your character was really good too, but Birthright really one of my favorite games of all time. Definitely, I really like that game. Probably not high on the rankings, probably like 9 or 8, but I really like Birthright. And that care for the character really translated into this placement on the list. Corrin's character in the game is really fun. I'm really good playing as Corrin. I always have a good time when I play as Corrin. As you see, I really play as the female Corrin just because I like the hairstyle better. But like I said, one of my favorite characters, one of my favorite games. Well, that's my list. I really hope you guys enjoyed because I've been working on this video for a very long time. Believe it or not, I started this video towards the end of August. School got in the way, but I finally finished it today. So I'm really happy that I got this video out. I worked really hard to edit this video. So I hope you give it a like and I hope you subscribe to see more highly edited videos and some more Pokemon Sun and Moon coverage, and even some more top 10s in the future about Super Smash Bros., Pokemon, Kingdom Hearts, whatever. I'm sure that you'll like this channel if you subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.